What's up, everybody? It's Austin here with Dreamcatcher Guides. I'm out here on the beautiful Lake James today in Marion, North Carolina, having a fun day out on the water. Caught a few fish, but I want to talk to you guys today about something that I truly believe will separate you as an angler, and that is literally graph discipline. It is late winter, early pre-spawn. It's February 26th. The water's cold. It's 46 degrees, 45, 46 degrees, and it is so key this time of the year to find the bait. And how do you do that? You've got to do that using your eyes underwater. I run Lowrance graphs, absolutely love them, extremely clear detail, but the big key with it is graphing areas. I'm looking for areas that are kind of ditch drains or funnels near spawning flats. And what happens is those fish kind of transition into those ditches and they're waiting for bait to come by, and they're in there and they're kind of aggressive towards that bait too. They're chasing that bait, they're feeding up. You know, those females are producing eggs, those males are producing their stuff, and they're going to get on the bed here in just a month and a half to 2 months, and they're going to get after it. So what I'm looking for are those transition areas, using my graphs, those transition areas where those fish are transitioning from those wintering holes offshore main lake kind of into these funnels, into these flats in the backs of the creeks. But that is one of the biggest things I think people struggle with, is you get to the lake and hey, I'm there with you. I want to cast, I want to catch them, I want to reel, I want to just get after it. But you've got to have graph discipline. When you're out here this time of the year, the whole deal is predicated on where the bait is. You know, this lake has thread fins, alewives, blueback herring, and one of the biggest things is just getting on those graphs and finding that bait. If you can stay on your graphs, use your side scan, use your electronics, your navionics, if you can find the right areas, find the bait, you'll find the fish, you'll find the right fish, and that will translate into some awesome memories, because you'll catch them, whack them, and it's a blast. All right, so the second most important thing is lure selection. And today, right, like I said, we're out on Lake James, and this lake is dominated by threadfin shad, and it's got herring and alewife in it, but it's really dominated by threadfins. But it's a calm day, so I prefer throwing a jerkbait this time of the year if I can find fish up shallow. It's a calm day. A jerkbait isn't necessarily the best bait to throw when it's calm, so I like something that is way more subtle. I like throwing a spy bait. That's a Duo Realis spy bait. I like a size 80, and my favorite color is a Morning Dawn, which I'm not throwing today. I like a fish head spin underspin, and then the fish head spin thread fin spin, which is really my go-to when they're keyed in on that little bait. And right now, I'm not kidding, there are so many little shad just kind of, if I look in the water, you can just see kind of shad just acting a fool, dying. And because of that, there are bass in the area, which, right, you'd think a jerkbait would be good, but it's calm, so the fish get a good look at that jerkbait, and that jerkbait isn't necessarily the best thing to catch those fish. So I'm trying to mimic those thread fins, so I'm going to use a fish head spin, I'm going to use an underspin, and I like just a good old Kitech. This is my favorite size, is a 3.8. I feel like it gets bigger bites. It's a little big to mimic the thread fin, but I'm okay with sacrificing some quantity for some quality. So I like definitely hunting the quality. So that is a 1/2 ounce, or I'm sorry, 7/16 ounce, 6th Sense Divine swim head with a 3.8 Kitech and alewife. It's got that olive green back, a little bit of purple mixed in with a chrome belly. Looks just like an alewife, or even a big threadfin or a herring. So, but when it's calm, I like something that's way more subtle. I like swim baits, I like spy baits, and underspins. When it's windy, if that wind was really churning and kicking up everything, oh my goodness, I'm throwing a jerkbait, and I'm even probably throwing an A-rig around. You know, the water temperature, like I said, is mid-40s. It's 45 degrees, so it's pretty cold. You want to fish this stuff slow. You want to fish it efficiently. You want to get around the fish, you know. That, and if fish are deeper, you want to be throwing a spoon, which is imitating a dying bait fish. You want to be throwing this Kitech on a little heavier head, letting it get down, and that thread fin spin or underspin, you want to let it get down. But those are the keys in the winter time. Those are what I like to do. I like to fish those ditches. I like to fish stuff that's getting wind blown, which is concentrating the bait. But if you have graph discipline and you combine that with the right lures for the conditions that you're fishing, for the fish, whether they're shallow, deep, you combine the graph discipline with the right lures, I guarantee you it's going to help you put big fish in the boat like we do here on Lake James. So I appreciate you guys watching this. If you're interested in a guide trip on Lake James, please contact us. Our number is 828-354-0250, or you can visit dreamcatchersfishing.com. So look forward to seeing you guys on the water. Have a blessed day. See y'all.